it's not all that long ago that product quality was controlled by making the product and then, after it was finished, testing it to check that it met its specification. Today, we embrace the opposite philosophy of quality assurance, where systematic pre-planning ensures that process parameters affecting the product are controlled during the manufacturing process, although, of course, we still test the end product to check that it meets its specification. In short, quality is pre-planned and depends on trained personnel handling validated materials on validated equipment, using validated procedures, and all in the appropriate validated environment. The dictionary definition of valid is for something to be sound, effective, and to be well grounded on the principles and the evidence to support them. In the context of CGMP, the FDA's published definition of process validation is to establish documented evidence that provides a high degree of assurance that a specific process will consistently produce a product meeting its predetermined specifications and quality characteristics. In a nutshell, to validate something asks simply, does it work consistently as specified? This often induces a negative reaction and makes people turn away from the central issue, which is that validation can and should have a positive effect on commercial objectives, and although it's primarily a quality tool, in reality it provides significant economic benefits, makes good business sense, and should recover its costs. Because robust and reliable production, the outcome of good validation, is highly cost-effective through the reduction of production faults, rejects, equipment design failures, and reworking. Almost process validation, or just validation, which describes the main application and is used to verify that a process, mainly for new products, meets its designed outcome. The second variant is concurrent validation, normally undertaken for a specific period to demonstrate that, for example, a new water system installed to supply an existing process continues to meet its design parameters. The term concurrent retrospective validation, rarely accepted by regulatory authorities and then only in very exceptional circumstances, establishes documentary evidence based on review and analysis of historical data that an existing process continues to do what each stage is the subject of a discrete validation protocol, defined as a written plan that, when executed, will produce objective, documented evidence that a system or subsystem has been properly qualified. For validation purposes, qualification means the documented verification that the relevant activity works as specified. Validation master plan defines every aspect of the project and includes written protocols for DQ, IQ, OQ, and PQ, each of which will require the creation of appropriate SOPs to follow the building and validation process and recorded the project over its entire 18-month life, from the moment of first excavation through its qualification protocols to its first production run. Concern the design, installation, and qualification of a new system to produce purified water to USP specification. For integration into the example is concerned with the validation of the production of tablets being manufactured for another company. In this case study, the plant is well established, equipment already installed. The definition of computer system validation mimics closely that of process validation, namely, to establish documented evidence which provides a high degree of assurance that a specific computer-related system will operate consistently in accordance with predetermined specifications.